Hi guys, this video was requested by Frank, who wanted me to show him how I lubricate a 5x5 as well as do some 5x5 example solves. So my approach to lubrication is pretty simple. I'll basically just take any sort of differential oil or other cube lubricant, take out a piece and put a couple of drops and work it into my cube. So it's really nothing special. I know there are far more complicated ways of lubricating a cube, but at the end of the day I don't think that makes a huge difference on the overall cube performance. It certainly can make a mild marginal difference, but I don't think I don't spend too much time actually worrying about lubrication. So here, for example, I have just some lubrical silk, which is just an example of a lubricant. I'll take out a piece, like so, literally open this up, put 2 drops in, 1, 2, and basically just work it into the cube. So after that, your cube should feel a bit better. In terms of the actual lubricants that you can use, there are many different, as I said, silicone-based oils, differential oils that you can use to actually lubricate your cube. Now that we've got a cube that's spinning nicely, I'll do a couple of example solves. These are meant more so for intermediate to advanced 5x5 solvers, as Frank was a reasonably fast cuber. So looking around the cube, I guess the first tip for me would be to be color neutral for your 5x5 centers, because that can be particularly advantageous and helps you take advantage of easy cases. The first thing I would do is probably create this bar and then also create this bar in the middle. So I would do something like this. So doing a D to put this one into the right hand face there, R, U prime, R prime to make this T on the top, and then I'd do R2, U prime, R2. And as I was doing that, I would also do an F prime to put this one from there to there and solve both that one, and then solve that into the back and then move on to the top layer. Because I saw these two and this one, so that's a corner, an edge and a corner, I would probably do an F prime and get that and then go on and make the T, or I would just insert these two actually. So I'd do R, L prime, U, R prime, L. Then to solve this, this and this, I would do F, R2, U2, U, U, R, U2, R prime, like that. Then I would rotate and probably go ahead and solve the white. That seems to be fairly straightforward, so I can make a 2x2 block there and extend that to a 2x3. Got this one, and so the other one must be in the back. So if it doesn't come down to the top there, then I'll need to remember that it's there. So L2, U, R prime, L2. Like that. Now, because I've got these two here already, what I'll probably want to do is actually move them to the bottom left there, because I find it easier to work with actually moving things to the bottom left and using the right face to do a lot of the work because I'm right hand dominant. So I think I'll solve this one into that position first. Then I might probably solve these two there. And all I need to do is find the center and the edge in the corner that match these ones, that matches this one, and put them into the front right here. So you can solve them like that and solve that like that. Now what I'll probably do is insert these two and move them over to the bottom left. And then these two stayed together and I have this one here. And then as I'm solving that, I'm kind of trying to look for my first edges. And I guess I saw these two come up into the top middle position here, and their partner is over here. So I'll do an F, R prime, and then start edge pairing. And also as I was doing that, I noticed this white and blue one, which is incorrectly paired up here. And I've got this other white and blue one, which I can insert into the back. It's handy to get good at actually inserting edge pairs into the back right slot. That can be pretty useful to use. So I'll slice, do my flipping algorithm, slice back, and I notice that this outer wing matches up with this one, and the other yellow and blue one isn't around the top here, so I'll have to do a Z2, and it's here. Slice. As I was doing that, these two got paired up, so I'll look for the final one, and it's not there. So I'll flip back, slice. And then probably, because I've already got these three, I'll actually probably not worry about figuring out, a good way to insert these. just take out the edge and solve it, put it in that layer, then completely flip over because I've solved 4 down the bottom here. And then I'll just continue. So I've got these two which are incorrectly paired and their partner is here. So I'll put it in the back, slice, flip. And as I was doing that, I noticed the white and red, and the white and red are the other outer white and red there, and the middle one here. And as I was doing that, I noticed the white and yellow. And lastly, we had this block here, and the red and blue is over there. And then finish. Cool. Now, I guess the first thing I saw after I did the first 8 edges is these two and this one down here. So I'll take out the back edge, slice, slice back. So now I've still got the 3 edges that need to be solved in the front left, front right, and back right slots. I guess the next thing I would go for is these two. So I'll do an R2 to move this one from the back here to the bottom. So I can do a slice, flip, slice, and then I've only got 2 edges left. So, and I don't have parity, so I can just slice, flip, and slice back. So I won't bother with 3x3 stage because I'll just make this tutorial all about 5x5. So I'll just do one more example after this. Alrighty, so we've got a scrambled cube. Let's have a look around. Red looks kind of interesting, as does the white. I think we'll probably go for the white because we've got a 2-move 2x3 block. So I've got these two, these two, these two, and note that these 2 center corners are here and the other last center edge is over there. So we'll keep track of those as we do the first 2 moves. But basically, I'll do an L prime to move those up, and then an F to move those 2 there. And then as I did that, these 2 came to the bottom face, or what will now make the top face. We'll pair it up with the last center there and put them into the bottom. And now we've solved the center on the bottom, which is always good. Let's solve, and we had these 2 pop up as well, which is again very handy. So I'm going to do this edge, this edge center and this corner center, like so. And then I've got these 2, and the last one is here. So I would solve them like that and insert. Then I would flip. I would probably initially just put this bar there, and then luckily enough we had 2 edge centers opposite one another here. So I would solve them like that, and then solve these 2 and this one by doing U, R prime, U, R2, like that. And luckily again we had this middle 1x3 bar already solved, so I can do something like that. Put it on the bottom. This one, and this one. I would do like so. And then to solve these 2, I would just do RU prime, R prime, RU, RU prime, R prime. And as I was doing those, I actually saw this one and this one before I did that. So I might over rotate, get those 2 ready, and actually the last, their matching middle edge is over there. So I'll do something like this, and then insert this one to pair up those 2, insert this one, and then I would look for the last orange and yellow, which actually came into position down here. So I'll probably insert that. Actually, as I was doing that, I did also notice this block and this one here. So I'll solve that first, and then solve this one by slicing, flipping, replacing. And then actually, I'll probably do these 2 next. So pair these 2 up and flip the cube entirely because we've solved the first 4 white edges like that. I mean, first 4 cross edges, not cross edges, first 4 edge pairs like that. So flip it over, then I'll go for these 2 with that one. Probably the blue and yellow, that one there and that one. Then I'll go for the green and white, like that. Then the white and orange. This one's here, like that. And then we'll finish off. So we've done our first 8 edges like that. Then we've got these 2 and this one here. So to solve the edge pair, we can go M, U2, M prime. So when we've got 2 outer wings opposite an inner wing and the stickers are the same on top, we can just do M, U2, M prime. So what that does is essentially hides this one. U2 brings them to the front, and prime like that. So then I'll rotate. I'll probably go for these two, or for this white and red edge pair. No, sorry, not, yeah, edge pair. So slice, flip, slice back. And then we've also got this red and green, which we can just slice, flip, and slice back. And again, we did not have parity.